What's up, YouTube friends and family? Welcome back. It's your girl Liddy V. Today I'm doing my friend's nails. We soaked them off. This was her previous set. She had them on since the end of August and it was just time for a new set for her. I actually have to soak my own nails off. As you can tell, they are a mess. I've cut them really short because I'm going to be soaking them off soon to redo them. So after soaking her set off that she had on previously, I've pushed back her cuticles, cut any excess off, roughed up her nails, and now I'm just going in with nail prep and primer, and I'm going to apply that to all the nails before I start my application, like usual. And if you're someone who's prone to lifting, just maybe do a little bit extra on your prep work, or maybe get an extra bonder that will work for you. There's so many out there to choose from, so I suggest trying whatever you feel like is good. I recommend Bond-Aid or Young Nails Protein Bond is really good too, but I don't usually have any issues with the nail prep and primer from Enailcouture. I just use those two usually and I'm good to go. I don't need to use anything else. So you can do whatever you want though, but those are the two that I usually use. So you can find them on their website. They usually have them in like a dual pack. You can get two for like 20 bucks or something like that. So super inexpensive, and they come in super cute bottles with little bow ties on them. But yeah, I do have a discount code with Enail. It's an affiliate link. I'll leave it down below. It works in Canada and the US, so check it out. Yeah, but I'm just using my little flashy light to apply these nails. And what I do with my friends and my family members is I just tell them, as soon as you feel heat, let me know, and I remove the light from there. You don't want to give them a huge heat spike. It really does hurt their nails. So I try to be super quick and efficient, and I move the light around a lot so that they don't really feel anything. But once they do start feeling a little heat, I remove it. After I flash cure them, I put them into the light and I cure them for 2 minutes each. So that's just my strategy. It's probably not necessary, but I just do it just to be on the 100% safe side because I just feel like it's necessary. But you know, you might be good with 30 seconds or a minute. That's up to you. I do it for 2 minutes because that's how I like to do it. And that way I feel really good that the nails are all cured on and there's no mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Always make sure that those thumbs are in the light, because if you miss the thumb, you know, it might be partially cured on, but it can come off within like a day or two. So just be mindful of that. And what I used to do, or what I do at the salon a lot of times for people, is because of the way their hands are positioned in the light, sometimes it completely misses the thumbs altogether. So what I do is I will do the 4 fingers, and then I will put their 2 thumbs facing upwards towards like the ceiling, and then I'll put the light on just the 2 thumbs to get those fully cured on. So that way, you know, it takes an extra minute or so, but whatever, at least you're, you know, making sure everything's getting done correctly. There's nothing worse than going to put your top coat on and then you see streaks of whatever color you put on there mixed into your top coat. So I've learned that over my time, especially working in a salon with gel polish. I do a lot of shellac manicures, and I do notice with people's thumbs, I don't know what it is with the thumbs, but it's just something. They always miss the light, or not all the time. Like, I won't say all the time, but a lot of times people's thumbs miss the light, or they have it in there in a weird position, and it just really makes more work for you if it doesn't get done properly. So I just take the extra couple seconds or a minute or so or whatever to, you know, separate the thumbs from the fingers, make sure they're cured on properly. So that's just a little, if you work in a salon and you have that issue, that's what I do. So I'll completely just put their 2 thumbs at the end of the table, move the light towards them, and make it more comfortable for them to relax and have their thumbs getting fully cured. So that's what I do when it comes to shellac polish. And sometimes I'll even do it when I use the 1-2-3 Go nails as well for certain people, because especially if they're elderly and they have like arthritis and stuff, for them to keep their hands in certain positions and stuff can be painful for them. And they have to move to accommodate you. So I try to make it as comfortable for them as I possibly can. So I'll move my light so they're not, in any kind of discomfort or any kind of pain. And I try to be very mindful of how people are like acting towards what I'm doing with them. Yeah, like even for my in-law, I bought this armrest stand that kind of like is higher up, so her hands can hang off of it instead of being so low down. She has a lot of joint issues and like injuries and stuff, so I try to make it as comfortable for her as I possibly can. So that's what it's all about. Otherwise, even in like if you work in a salon setting, if they're not comfortable and they're not happy about that, they probably won't come back. So always check with your clients to make sure if they're comfortable, if there's anything you can do to make something better for them, even if it's a pillow for the chair or anything, like, because it all matters, right, at the end of the day. So now that all her nails are fully cured on, I'm going to go in with my hand file and take away the corners so that they're not sharp and pointy. Some people like that super, super pointy square look. In her case, she doesn't. She wears contacts, and she also has children, so she doesn't want to scratch anybody or like poke her eye out or scratch her eye with the corners of her nails. So I just round them in. It only takes a couple seconds to do that. And then I just make sure her shape is even from where I cut her tips off. And I repeat the same process on her other hand. I cut her tips down and then shape them up. Then I'll go over her nails with my drill to make sure there's no excess gel on her nails, so there's no lumps or bumps when I do her polish. And then I just smooth out her cuticle area. Same thing I'll do on the other hand. I made some super yummy, soft and chewy pumpkin spice cookies today. They're so good. Oh my goodness. Like, so good. But I love this time of year. I love how the leaves start changing colors, which is something I really has inspired me for my next set that I'm going to be doing for you guys in a different video. But I am obsessed with the different colors of the leaves and how they change during this season. I just love it. I love different things about all the seasons. You know what I mean? Even though I cannot stand the winter time because I don't like to be cold and I don't like the snow, it's pretty to look at. If you don't have to go anywhere and you have all your, affairs taken care of and everything is organized and you can just stay home, that's a wonderful thing. But if you have to travel in it and you're someone like me who's not a good driver in the snow, then you're literally a hazard out there. It's nerve-wracking to leave the house. It's freezing cold, which is not for me. It's just so many things that I cannot stand about winter, but that I love at the same time, like Christmas. I love Christmas. I love decorating. I love cooking for people. There's just so many things, but then there's the pros and the cons, right? So this time of year, I don't really feel like it's super cold. I feel like it's mild. Like I was out today in a tank top dress and I was fine. And it's a little bit windy out, but it was a nice sunny day and I felt like it was great. So, there's pros and cons to everything. Like I said, the different color leaves changing is so pretty. And, I love sitting out on my patio at this time of year and having a nice cup of tea or hot chocolate. It all depends, right? But if it was like rainy and gloomy, which it usually is at this time of year, that would probably be a different story, although I don't mind the rain. If I had to choose between rain or snow, I would definitely pick the rain because snow is such an inconvenience, especially when it turns into black ice. Then it becomes super dangerous, which it does a lot out here. So, yeah, and it depends on where you live because certain areas don't get plowed and it's just a big bloody mess. But I'll be back once I start the design pretty soon here. So these liner gels I'm using are from Enailcouture. This is the neon liner gel, and I'm kind of disappointed with this one, actually, this orange one, because the bristles are defective. They're flying all over the place, and it's literally the first time I used it, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that. It's not the first time I've had issues with their products that I've had to send back, and just a whole, another thing. And I found the orange to be super, super thick as well. Maybe that's just me, maybe that's just the collection that I received, but this orange is super, super thick, and, it is what it is, I guess. But the black liner gel I've used a few times, and I find it to be super runny, so I'm going to use a separate brush. I'm just going to dip it into the black gel. This design I'm doing on her nails is super cute, easy, and simple. I basically put the orange down first, and then I outline it with black, and then I go over the entire nail with one coat of this silver glitter sequins gel polish. And I can't remember, I got this set off Amazon, I'm pretty sure, when I first started doing nails, and it came in a lot of different colors. It was 20 colors plus a top coat, base coat, a matte top coat, and a reinforcement base coat. And I don't have a link for it right now, but I'll just leave the company name in the description box of the silver sequins glitter that I use. But yeah, it was a great little set for a starter set, I thought, and I really, really enjoyed using it. And I still use them. I've had them for 2 years now, and I really, really like them. So anyways, I put that over the entire nail, and then I put a top coat on and cure everything. But yeah, that's pretty much the set, basically. So I just made it cute and simple and kind of girly for her, and still Halloween colors, so I was happy with that. So I did this Halloween colors for her because I know I won't see her again before Halloween. So I wanted her to at least have some Halloween nails for the season. I probably won't see her for another month for her nails, to be honest, because she takes so long to come back. And I've tried to explain to her in the past that, if you come every 3 weeks minimum, then they won't get so crazy on you and you won't be in pain, because she does do cleaning for a living, and you see how short her nails are and how grown out they were from her last set, and that's how she comes back every single time. And I tell her, come every 3 weeks minimum, and then you won't have this issue, because we can either shorten them and give you a fill and do another design or something like this, but every single time she comes back with them super long for her and complaining she's in pain because she's hitting them and everything else. But I understand people have busy lives, they have kids, they have work, stuff happens, and sometimes your nails are the last or least of your priorities, you know what I'm saying? Even when I'm working, at the salon, I always educate my clients and let them know the things that I know that I learned from school about, lifting and how long they should keep their nails on before they should come back. I always encourage my clients to come back. If they have any sign of lifting, come in right away, because we want to do preventative measures. So we don't want your nails to have fungus. We don't want your nails to have any kind of issues underneath. So always come back as soon as you can, even if it's just to fix that one nail. It's so much worth it, rather than coming in 2 months later and having a serious issue underneath your nails. You know what I'm saying? Because once water and moisture gets under that lift, you could run into some serious issues. So I always educate my clients, and I feel really good about doing that. And I've had a lot of people say, thank you so much. I never knew this, or I never knew that. And that makes me feel good because that means my education didn't go to waste. You know what I mean? And if I can help somebody from having an issue and, prevent something from happening, then I feel really good about that. You know what I mean? And I always tell them, like, your nails are only supposed to last 2 to 3 weeks max. Anything past that is a bonus. Anything past 2 weeks really is a bonus. I remember when I used to get my nails done in salons, I would be back before 2 weeks because my nails would be popping off. They would be breaking. And I would constantly be in the nail salon. So when I have clients that come back after a month or even 2 months and their nails aren't lifting, they're still in good shape, I'm like shocked myself, One, that your nails lasted that long, and two, that there's no lifting and there's no breaks or anything crazy is going on. I'm like shocked. But do I recommend it? No. That is not something I'd ever say to somebody, oh yeah, if your nails can last you 2 to 3 months, then that's great. I would never say that to somebody. Because I went to school and I learned skin diseases. I learned nail diseases. I learned the chemistry of the nail. So I know what could happen to your nails if they're left on over a certain period of time. If you run into lifting and you don't take care of it, not to mention the structure of your nail needs to be rebalanced max every 3 weeks because your apex now is down, way further down your nail than it should be. And you can literally crack your real nail underneath right off. And it can be a bloody mess, literally. You can rip your whole nail off if the structure is not where it should be. There's so many things. So basically, I really just try to pass on the knowledge that I have with my clients, certain people especially, the benefits of coming in a little earlier than they should, and when they should come in, and they see any issues to come in right away. Don't leave it. Don't glue your nails down. Don't rip your gel polish off. There's so many things, you know what I'm saying? And I've had tons of people thank me because they were doing things wrong. I had one lady come in and her nail beds were so thin. They were literally paper thin. And she didn't know why. And I could tell right away. It's because she was ripping off her shellac polish, her gel polish. She was literally peeling it off herself. And with doing that, you take layers and layers of your natural nail with you. So eventually, over time of doing that, you're going to have super thin nail beds. And that's just the way it is. I also had another girl who used to rip her acrylic nails off and come in to get a fresh set and try to tell me that they just popped off. And then she finally admitted to me that, no, I've been ripping them off the whole time. I just don't want to pay for the takeoff. Okay, but now you've caused your nails so much damage that, yeah, it was crazy. It was literally crazy. But she stopped doing that literally once I told her what she was doing to her nails, the extensive damage that she had done to her nails. And yeah, she stopped doing it. So I was really proud of her for that. It did take her a lot to come in every 3 weeks maximum because she didn't want to pay for the takeoff. But the benefit of that was that she could get a fill. So she was actually being charged less than getting a full new set every single time. So she was happy about it. I was happy about it. I was also happy that she wasn't ripping her nails off because my goodness, that must hurt. So yeah, anyways, you guys, educate your clients where you can and try to help them out because it's super beneficial for you and it's super beneficial for them. Yeah, still to this day, I'm so grateful that I went to school and learned the things that I learned about nails. It's very, very important to educate yourself in all aspects when it comes to your job, no matter what it is. Let me know if any of the things that I was just saying were helpful to you or useful to you. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, but I just feel like the more you can educate yourself about your nails and other people's nails or the work that you're doing, the better off you'll be in the long run. I know for me, I thought I knew everything before I went to school because I was self-taught mostly. I had been doing my nails for a while at that point, and I figured what is there that you can teach me that I don't already know? You know what I mean? But when I got there, I was shocked that there's so much from sanitization to skin diseases to nail diseases. to allergies of the skin with different products, like just so much. And if you guys ever need any help with anything, please feel free to message me on here in the comment section, DM me on my Instagram page. It's the same across the board, Lady V Nails. Yeah, I was thinking if anybody's interested in learning about sanitization or nail diseases, skin diseases, infection control, how to clean your implements properly, so many things I could teach you that I learned when I went to school and got certified for nails. Originally, I was self-taught. I only worked on myself and like some of my family members, and that was it. And I didn't know anything. So it was really good to go to school and learn the things that I did. So if I can help you or pass on some knowledge to you and help you out, then that would be great too. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if there's something that I can help with, then I don't mind passing on the knowledge. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you'd be interested in, and I will start working on that. If not, then it's all good too. I just thought maybe there's some people out there that would be in need of some extra little bit of tricks and tips and help and education in that department. So here is the final look of her Halloween nails. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if it was helpful for you. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and feel free to follow me on all platforms at Lady V Nails. Shout out to all my beautiful, amazing, supportive subscribers. I love you all so much. And until next time, be kind to everyone, including yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.